Whoa now everybody, it's your boy Lambo Drew, and you are now tuned in for another edition of the Leverage Show. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We are excited, man, that you guys can definitely make it out here on another Thursday night, man. Definitely, man. I cannot wait to get into tonight's show because y'all already know what time it is. It has been a heck of a week. Literally, I cannot lie to you. The overwhelming response from so many of y'all who are connected with Lambo is amazing. And I really want to thank you guys for really being able to stay tapped in and tuned into your commitments with the Leverage Show, but also your appointments. Shout out to everybody who is definitely keeping up with your appointments. We've been literally had so many other appointments that we had to overlap. We've been literally doing so many calls. It's insane. So I really want to thank you for everything. Y'all just don't know. Shout out to you, Julie, for being in the building, man. Showing love to everybody, man. Hello and happy Thursday, Leverage Show family, man. Shout out to you, J50. I literally today was with the client. J50 actually that client scheduled over, and we got a chance to meet for the first time, hit it off really big. Shout out to my guy, Daniel. Oh, man, I don't have no more words to say about that. That right there, you know, we're always talking about people going to the next level and going to the next level by any means, right? I get it. I know how life is, right? And let's let Lambo just talk to you guys just a minute, right? Before I get into the comments and all of that stuff, man, and be wishing you guys all of this great stuff. I'm so overwhelmed by the love, the response, to see you guys get the results that you guys want to get out of life, to see you guys' life change. And I know a lot of people, man, are probably looking at on Instagram. They seen what happened with the story and all of that stuff, man, which is a great thing. Listen, don't get it twisted. It's a very, very, very great thing to actually see the results. But we get to a point in what I do. I'm not telling you I am the best. I'm just telling you I'm surrounded by some of the very best, right? And if you surround yourself with some of the very best, that's what gets the results, right? Because you surrounded yourself with some of the very best, and you're consistently out there raising that standard, raising that bar. And when that bar is raised, it literally lets you know a couple of different things, right? It lets you know, like, you know what? We are not only helping people one person at a time, but we're helping people and seeing lives being changed because it's being implemented, carried out, and not just that, it's being executed. A lot of times in life, man, I don't know, I can't really speak for everybody, but we literally find ourselves trying to figure out how are we going to make change what we are doing. Most of the time, I tell everybody this. I say, you make change by what you're doing, by really linking up and allowing people to be able to be connected to you, right? You connect people with who have some amazing ideas or who may not know what's going on, or even if they're striving to even get to that next level, by any means, I become the bridge for that. You become the bridge for that. Someone's out there who probably is saying to themselves, like, Lambo, I really want to say a big thank you. I got a chance to literally all the way up until this call, all the way up until me actually going live, to literally be on the horn and talking with people and individuals, finding solutions, but even being able to make sure that they are consistently moving in the direction of forward. Julie, I got to say this to you right now, introduced me to a man who literally he comes here to Colorado to definitely kind of take his time, with these amazing shows. And sitting there talking with him earlier today, out of all the conversations, if you guys know how many Zoom calls, phone calls, the phone batteries, chargers, everything's dead, Zoom calls, everything is locked. People fighting for 2, 3, 4 minutes. I want to say a big thank you. I really want to say a big thank you, because it really puts the demand and the value of what we actually have here, right? I can't speak to everybody else, but the value of what the Leverage Show has here and the value of what we be able to bring to so many lives literally blesses us beyond words that we can even think or we can even say. So talking with that gentleman earlier, out of all the conversations that we had, I found myself being in the same boat as he once was in. Shout out to you, Daniel. You know who I'm talking about, Daniel. I found myself being in the same boat that he was once in life. Early on, marriage with kids. I think he had only his first kid, just out of the blue, trying to figure out how things were getting ready to go into his life, where things getting ready to take off, and enjoying the very small memories of things, but also being able to begin to map out some areas in key areas in your life that will begin to change your destiny. I told him, I said, hey, man, I remember my 4 kids when they were all babies, and me and Danny were talking earlier, and I said, hey, man, I remember my 4 babies and where they were at, and where each one was at when they were actually growing up, right? And I said, hey, enjoy the time, enjoy the memories, enjoy the moments. And he's telling me about his little 1-year-old that I really just, 1-year-old going on 2. I know that toddler phase. And for all of those out here who had children, you guys know that toddler phase too. And I said, enjoy those moments, because those are the moments you can't get back. I remember stating to myself, if I had made some other decisions back then when my babies were small, what would I have done differently? Can I say this to a lot of you out there? I think all of our experiences, whether good, bad, ugly, sad, whether ups or downs, whether valleys or mountain highs, people can honestly say that we have literally been blessed by all of our experiences. One of the biggest things that I said that I would have done if I could have done anything differently before me and Renata began to start having our kids would have been, hey, I would have loved to do these things differently. My whole focus and ambition at that time was being able to provide for my family, which a lot of you guys are out here doing, providing for your family. Very aware of the things that I was actually doing. I remember literally driving a bus. This is a true story. Making $12 and $13 an hour when I first started driving a bus. And I was sitting in there driving a bus at $12, $13 an hour, get to the other end, and literally I'm helping out the gentleman who's out there making millions, more than what this $12 and $13 an hour job would pay me over a 30-year time frame. And here is a person out here doing millions out here in this space. And I'm out here trying to figure out how am I going to keep the gas, the water on, lights on, the bills, and even provide for my wife and my young baby at the time. For some of y'all who are out there, you are in the same ballpark, or we have been in the same ballpark, trying to provide, trying to figure out ways to make sure that we can strive to become the better, or we can strive to become better than what we once was, or what our peers were, or who that was before us that was a point of reference. I remember literally working on credit files, literally when I got to the end of my line, or even trying to do deals almost 20 years ago, stating to myself that, wow, I would love to be on the other end of that deal. They're out there making massive amounts of money, and I'm out here struggling. How am I going to go ahead and continuously to stay up, stay focused, stay behind this wheel, keep this dollar moving so I can collect my dollars so I can pay for my family? Literally, I found out information. Information was key. I began to start to question everybody that I came in contact with. Like, hey, what do you do that I'm preparing your credit and you make at least, some of them 2 times, 5 times, 10 times, a lot of them and everything, man, almost 1,000 times more, 10,000 times more than what I make it per year. And I began to question, what do they do? And found out that literally the problems that they were solving equated to the value that they actually put in the ability to solve that problem. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. Someone needs to hear what I'm saying. I want you to know something. Being able to continuously get yourself into a place where you're having the ability to solve a problem will allow your light to become a whole lot brighter in your journey. Becoming in your journey literally evolves you with the information that you are presenting. I hope that the information that the Leverage Show presents and everything that we do with this Leverage Show, all the guests that we bring here to the Leverage Show, that you guys are taking full advantage of the wisdom, the information, the knowledge that they possess, so that you can level yourself up to the next level and everything that's connected with you. I really hope that all of the wonderful connections, like my guy Coach Rashid and my guy BOJ and my guy Big Ant and Jackson and Julian Jeremiah and so many other great leaders who have graced this platform and literally have blessed us and leave some great memories for the ones who are no longer here, like my good dear friend Ahmed Hazel. We're praying for that entire Hazel family still. Rochelle, you're definitely in our prayers. It blesses us to be able to know the impact that the Leverage Show has and that you guys have out here, because you guys decided to make this Leverage Show your Leverage Show. It blesses me that you guys get a chance to share this to each and every single person that you possibly can. Like, say, hey, you need to take a look at this. You need to tune in on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. They're doing something different out there that I haven't seen yet. And they're really impacting people. They're really helping change lives. They're really allowing us to grow over time because they didn't decide to settle for mediocrity. I'm thankful for so many people, man. I can name people after people, and places after places, events after events. But the mission has been to remain the same, and that's to empower, that's to enlighten, and that's to encourage as many people as we possibly can by the tools, the value, and everything that we possess inside of us. I want to thank so many people for just sharing this opportunity, jumping along where we're at, seeing the actual sights in life and saying, hey, Lambo, I want to be a part of this journey. I want to know where we're going so I can actually be a part of that to really help change my life. Like, I want to be a part of a community that's really thriving. I want to be a part of a community that's really going forward instead of backwards. Because a lot of times in life, you can be a part of something and it's actually doing more harm than it is good for you. I want to be a part of something that when we have a lot of like-minded people, man, that are on one channel or in one room, and they're all connected with the same goal to really help thrive in life and just not to survive in life. When I look at everybody here in the chats, I'm going to get to y'all right now because I love this. Every time I see y'all, y'all bless Lambo. Shout out to you, Ingram. Good to see you in the building. Happy Thursday, family. Happy Thursday, Miss Ingram. When I see and everything, Julie showing love right back to Ingram. When I see my wonderful mother-in-law pop up in here, happy blessed Thursday, showing love. This overexcites Lambo. Taylor showing love to Julie, man. My cousin in the building, man, Errol showing love. I love to see this. Hello, Errol. How are you doing, sir? I love to see this. My wonderful wife is in the building saying hello, everyone, with the heart emojis. Errol showing love to Julie, Taylor, Mrs. Johnson. How are y'all doing? Julie showing love with heart emojis and roses. I'm good, Julie. How are you? I'm doing great, Julie says. I love the interaction that y'all are giving right here in this channel. This blesses me. Look at this. Keeps going. Potts, my guy. Good to see you, Potts. Good to see you. Potts, we got a link. You are the man. He's been really holding Lambo accountable too. While Lambo and everything been healing. Shout out to Potts, man, really even dropping information, saying, Lambo, I'm checking on you, and we got some great things to do. So shout out to you. Upscale Riddles, man, my guy, Jason, man, appreciate you, Jason. We got to connect, man. Appreciate you, man, for just always showing the love, man, and just being right there, man. Just being somebody who's real, man. That goes a long way, man. I'm telling you what I know. Potts said, let's thrive together. Oh, we thriving together, Potts. I know how you doing. My guy, Big EP, man, you guys don't know him. We're going to bring EP to the show. I'm thinking I'm trying to get the date, but I want to say it's the next Thursday night that we're going to bring EP to the show, man. And amazing. For those and everything, man, who wants amazing opportunities that is really life-changing, man, we're going to go ahead and put it together and bring EP to the Leverage Show, man, and finally get his introduction. My little bro is in the building, man, showing love, man. Lambo, what's up, Jay Weezy, man? What are you going to do about it, James? Issa, oh, man. Issa, I can go so on, you know. I can go so on about you, Issa. I'm being real before I get into these chats even more. I'm proud of you, Issa. Issa, you know why. I don't even have to put anything out here. I don't have to show anything. But I'm so proud of certain people, man. You know, I'm proud of everybody. Don't get me wrong, but there's certain individuals, man, that I love to take a little time just to be like, hey, man, Issa's life changed in literally 24 hours. Like, that's how good Lambo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's how good Lambo. Less than 24 hours. Issa, you can tell him. Issa's life changed in less than 24 hours. I met with Issa at 2 o'clock yesterday. I hadn't talked with Issa in some time. Remember, Issa was the one of the main winners, the big winners who actually won the trip to Columbus, Ohio with him and his wonderful, lovely wife, Miss Queen Alina, right? Alina, we got it. And yesterday, met with Issa at 2 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, 7 hours later, Issa's whole life had changed right side up. Today, I already know Issa was just sitting there smiling like a Cheshire cat. You know, when about 1 o'clock rolled around, Issa was just like, Issa had probably the biggest grin. Had I been there for Issa and could have caught his expression from yesterday night after we got off, Issa was up on social media. I was up, it's like, man, dude, I'm just talking about. He's up on social media looking at. I say, brother, your whole life continues to change because you continue not to give up. You continue not to give in. You continue to keep going on despite everything that literally is thrown against you. You continue, and I love it. Like, have you ever seen like a cat with like 9 lives? I mean, that's like Issa. They could run Issa over with an actual bus. Life could just run him over with a transit bus or even a Greyhound bus. And Issa will still be that cat that's alive. I don't know where you keep all the 9 lives at, but brother, Issa is still the cat that's alive after the bus didn't hit him, after the train didn't hit him, after he goes through more things than more people what could only imagine in life, right? When you start talking, you be like, you said that happened to you too. He's like, yeah, Mr. Johnson, but I'm still here, Mr. Johnson, and I love it. I don't know how I am, but I'm still here, and I love it. I love his determination, his grit, his grind. Issa continues to keep going on. He continues to keep going forward, and he's there, and always finds a way to win, regardless of what it is. Sometimes you have to find a way to win. You gotta find that way to win. When life seems to be working against you and you got other people, you got to remember there's other people that are working against you too. And other people are working against you. It's like, man, it can make life a little bit harder for you. But man, he finds a way to win. And every time I see him win, I'll be like, Issa, Ron Lambo, it makes it look easy, right? Make it look easy. But I'm so proud of what the game plan that Issa always strategizes and attacks life with. It literally holds a positive attitude. Even when life and everything, man, is literally throwing everything against him. Literally bringing him down to his knees and trying to knock the life out of him and trying to knock the encouragement out of him and trying to knock everything it possibly can. And then boom, he literally, I don't know what, Issa just arises from the ashes like the phoenix. You guys know about the story of the phoenix. He arises out of the fire like the phoenix, man, and just boom, he bursts forward. And I'm so proud of Issa, man. I'm so proud of him, man. He don't even know it, man. But that's my cat. If there's anybody, if we ever get in a fight, Issa, and it is all heck breaking out, man, and Lambo needs somebody to throw some hands with, I'm picking Issa because I know Issa coming out there to survive. Some other people can't take a hit. They can't take a lick, but Issa dog on it. I'm going to try to tell you this right now. He going to find a way to win, man. So I'm picking you, Issa, bro. Proud of you, Issa, man, for everything, brother. Keep going, brother. You got so much work to do. It's not even funny, man. My guy, Elton Potts, said, good to see you doing well, man. I'm glad to be doing well, man. Glad to be out here, man. If you guys see Lambo and you see me out here, you know I'm doing it, man. We're making some things happen, man. And, boy, there's a lot of good stuff and everything, man, that's happening, man. Julie showing love to IC. You know she going to be showing love. You already know. I told y'all what time it is. Y'all already know. I'm telling y'all. Someday when it gets around to me, man, you coming to the show. Come on, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it, man. Don't do Lambo like that. Stop it. You come in there. I told you I'm bringing there. Tell me you love you, man. Look, I love you more, man, but you got to give to the people. You're going to be even bringing more to them, the value just of everything. Some of y'all know me from ATL, not saying anything more. Yes. You was down in Atlanta. You knew my guy, Elton Potts. My guy back then, he was definitely weighed a whole lot more than what he did now. He's becoming this thin man right now, man. I call him the thin man, tin man right about now. because he's losing amazing weight, and how he's doing it is impeccable. Actually, my guy, Stan Richards, I didn't even know this, Elton, had reached out to me maybe about 2 months before you did. And I didn't even know what, I'm going to be real with you. I really, when I seen, what was sent, you looked at it, and you know how you kind of glance to something and boom. Elton hits me like literally, and I talked with Elton, man, maybe for like, I think it was a Saturday or Sunday or something like that, or a Friday. It was something like that. And I talked with Elton for about maybe 2 hours, and it literally blessed me, not knowing that this is the same thing that Stan Richards, if you Google the name up, had went on ahead and met with me 2 months prior before, which I thought was amazing. And he, my guy Stan, shout out to Stan, is always bringing me and hipping me on the game when it comes to some amazing things. For those who are literally looking for something that's life-changing, what I'm telling you now, I call him Elton Thin Man now. If you knew Elton back in Atlanta, Elton had a little nice weight to him. And then all of a sudden, Elton came out looking, and I say, man, Elton, what you doing like that? Elton said, hey, Lambo, I got something that you really need to see and that other people need to see around you. So we are excited to bring Elton to the community, and we're going to show some love with Elton. So you already know, Elton, I got you, my dog. I got you. Easter showing love to Julie, man. I love to see that, man. Elton showing love to High IC. Yep, he knows. He remembers IC because they were there in Atlanta together. That's all you know. They were there in Atlanta together, taking pictures. We were all taking pictures. I'm telling you what I know. We were all taking pictures there with that guy, Ed Scambardi. Literally, the blessing came from some of the individuals that we connected. We were all down in Atlanta. We were just talking about Chateau Elan today. Me and my guy T. Mosley was talking about Chateau Elan today and some amazing people that we actually met down in Atlanta. So shout out to you and everything, man. Hey, I see you been a long, good to see you. Been a long ride. Create and win from a loss is a boss move. Facts. God is moving, man. Shout out. Boy, you better say that again, I see. Sir Elton, very good. Nice to see you. You already know, man. Showing love with the prayers. You already know. My guy, Tim Roberts, man. Lambo has been a beacon of light since I've known him. You're an inspiration to so many people. Tim Roberts, man, I have so much to say about you. We got to get you back to the show. And we was talking about this. I got a chance to speak with Tim earlier with some amazing clients, man, with my guy Braxton and Dan. Shout out to Dan, man, too, as well. And got a chance to talk with y'all. And Tim Roberts, man, that's just my guy. That's my cat. I got no more to say, man. You are who you are. When you know you rock with Lambo, Lambo rock with you. It ain't even in everything, man. No more words to be said. It's just that's what it's going to be. Lambo gonna always show you love because that's what I do. I do is that, and I continuously show love and give love out there because that's where love is. Now, do I say Lambo will always get the love back and everything, man? I'm gonna just be real with you, right? I don't know what y'all gonna give back. My only job is to give it out to y'all. So whatever y'all give back to Lambo, I'm so thankful. I am really so thankful. Y'all can give, say, we're going to give Lambo and everything, man, a pat on the back. We're going to give Lambo a card. We're going to give Lambo, just a suggestion or an accolade or accomplishment or admiration. I'm perfectly fine at anything you give Lambo. This is a true story. I'm perfectly fine at anything you give Lambo. Just really want to be real with y'all. And me and Tim talked. We talked a long time today. We talked a nice minute helping out somebody else, a friend, a client who actually needs it and made another bit. Tim Roberts, my guy. You know what time it is, man. Can't have enough good wealth, man. Elton Passe, we can't have enough good wealth. We can't have enough good wealth. My guy, seeker of knowledge, is in the building. Larry the Lion. He says, I agree with Tim. Larry's another one of them guys, man. I can go on and on about Larry. I'm thankful for Larry though. Larry had two amazing daughters graduate that he literally had within a week span of apart from each other. One from LSU, the other one from out there in Arizona. Well, one in Baton Rouge. I'm saying one in Baton Rouge and the other one out there in Arizona. I'm so proud of Tim and T. That's my dogs. Larry and T is something else, man. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, T. I really appreciate y'all too. What y'all doing out there, man, with them babies and man, they graduated. They're no longer babies. They're grown women now. You know, they went out there and graduated college. And him being there, and you know, me and Larry, we was joking, talking when he was in Hawaii a few weeks ago, man, for real, right? And Larry was there in Atlanta when we got my guy EP, my guy Big Elton Potts, and we all took pictures together. We was all outside and just vibing, man. Atlanta was a pivotal moment for Larry, me and especially Duke. Shout out to Duke, you know. Larry, that was a special moment, man, and to kind of really see what has happened, man, from what he has done and what the accomplishments and helping other people along the line, along his journey, like giving back, like really helping people. Like, I'm gonna put you in a position so you can win, so you and your son could actually be on payroll. Like literally, like that's what Larry's doing. Like, I'm gonna put you out there in position. I want you to win. And I want you to make sure that you're winning big, right? I don't want you to win small. I want you to win big out here. That blessed Lambo, man, to see that. That's blessed Lambo to know that there are some amazing people out here who really are designed in life to win. They really have put themselves out there and saying, you know what? I'm going to put myself around people who love me and want to see me win, because I want to see them win. And man, there's so much I can say about that brother, man. I like really genuinely love that brother and his wife. My wife and his wife both love them, man. They came out here to Colorado, man, a couple years ago. I think it was last year or the year before. It might have been the year before. They just spent some time out here in Colorado with us and just had a good time. Just had a ball out here and just enjoyed themselves. My wife still talk about that clear bag and him taking care of that staff, man. And he has done that. He got some jokes and stuff like that that have blessed us more than what we can say. There's certain people, man, when you just look down the scope of things, man. Give them their flowers, man. Give them their flowers, man. Like, just do flowers, you know. So I look at those times, Larry, man, in Atlanta, you know, even though me, Larry, and the wives, we was all kicking it out in DC and that met before. Shout out to BOJ for that, man. But just that, I look at the brotherhood, like real brothers and stuff like that. Like Larry's oldest, like his cousin Terrence and me. Terrence talked to me more on social media. It's crazy, man. And them two are close brothers. We all sitting at the table talking, man. TV checking up on Lambo. And I'm like, man, I just met you back in December and stuff like that, man. Awesome brother. Shout out to Terrence, man, too. And the father. The father was amazing too, man, which is Larry's uncle. I'm so thankful, man, for them. The girls graduating. Shout out to Elijah, man, getting ready to do some great things in life. He's already and everything excelling at the next level. Shout out to T, just taking off with accomplishments, things happening and stuff like that for T. Big things I can't even talk about, man, and can't even expose. But proud of them, proud of the brother and sister, proud of what they're doing in life, proud of watching their family be successful and continuously growing and going to the next level and doors opening up for them. That's how you bless people, man. I'm telling you, man, this last 30 days for Lambo has shown Lambo a lot. Larry was one of the first ones. He was calling up. He was FaceTiming. No, Lambo, I need to see you, my brother. I need to put eyes on you. That's what the old folks used to say. I got to put some eyes on you. You know, my mother, they coming up. My mom, she was just like, yo, the old people gonna put some eyes on you. I need to put some eyes on you to make sure you're doing good. You know, not just to hear your voice, but to make sure you're doing good. Let me put some eyes on you. And that's the brotherhood that we have. I'm telling you, man. Larry, I was watching a video the other day with you, and we did one of the Motivational Mondays, if you remember that, down in Atlanta at the spot. That's when Duke thought he was Mac Daddy down there. I don't get started with that. And got stood up and everything, man, like a boxer in the middle of the ring who wasn't ready for the fight. Got stood all the way up and knocked out. Oh man, Larry know what I'm talking about. Duke got stood up so bad, man. He came on with his head between his tail. But anyway, man, I'm so thankful for you, Larry, brother, for T, for the kids. Proud of y'all, man. Proud of seeing y'all and everything, man, excel in life. Like I'm telling y'all right now, proud of really seeing y'all excel in life, man. Them girls, man, like I know them girls to what they are to Larry and T's heart. Like they are they mean everything to them. So watching and getting the picture and Lambo seeing it, watching him walk across the stage and him being there. See, sometimes in everything, just being present and being there is just everything. Him being there to see it. When we was back in October, Larry can tell you he was hitting me up about situations like, Lambo, we may need this and that. God worked it out where they didn't even need all of that stuff, you know, and I'm on my back here, healing up, still doing more calls and business from a bedside. And when I can get to the computer side from a lot of y'all, what most people do in a year, I'm doing it in weeks, to day, to month. I'm proud of y'all, man. Proud of the Keith family. Proud of everyone and the children. Proud of you and T, Larry. Proud of Elijah. Definitely proud of the girls. Sucks. They can go ahead and put some of them degrees over here. Put some of the degrees over here. We'll put them in the house. We'll put them up there and everything, man. Give us a duplication, man. Let me know and everything, man, from that. You already know. Give me a snippet. Y'all know about these snippets. People ain't putting out the right snippets out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about and everything, man. Bring out them snippets and bring them wallets out. So people can go ahead, man, and make sure they're getting the right wealth. Not what I said. LOL. Say this again for Lambo in the front. Can't have wealth without good health. Well, you better say that again, Elton Potts. You better say that again, brother. Health and wealth is great. I'm telling you. But they go, health and wealth, boom, you can have. I got a lot of people who are in great health, but they ain't got no wealth. They some real broke people. I got a lot of people who got great wealth, but they ain't got no health. That's definitely a lot of people and everything, man, who really and everything, man, you know, they need to balance the budget. But when you got wealth and health, you are definitely doing yourself justice, people around you justice, and you being able to go ahead and do some things, man. You can make some moves, man. I'm telling you, man, the old saying says a broke man is like a broke hand. You can't do nothing with it. All facts. So make sure y'all get your bag up. Shout out and everything, man. I think that was Chris Rock that said that. I'd never forget that, man, in my life. Broke man is like a broke hand. You can't do nothing with it. All right? So make sure y'all are doing something about your health and your wealth, right? Not just your health and no wealth. Make sure you got both of them out there. Get your bag up. He said all the time, man, teach a man how to squabble. Elton Potts said, yup, I got jokes. I know you do. Shout out to you and everything, man, for that. Jeremiah say, Lambo, what's up, man? J-Dog, what's up with you? What's up, homie? You've been in there getting your stick game on. I know what you've been in there doing. It was great yesterday being able to talk with Julian and Jeremiah and laugh over with revenue. So we just had a good time and stuff like that, man. I mean, again, I can say this over and over again. My days usually begin early. My days go throughout the day and end late. But the problems and the ability and the things that we solve and the things I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm so thankful to be in this position. I never want to feel that I'm not grateful or thankful to be in this position that I'm in. I'm telling you what I know. I'm grateful, brother, every day. J-Dog, I'm thankful of you because you put that smile on J50's face like no other person can, and you know why. You know why, J-Dog. If I ain't got to tell you anything, man, I know you're going to take care of business, man. Shout out for you taking care of business, doing what Randy done taught you. Hello, TR. Shout out to you, J-Dog. Showing love to TR. You better put TR up. That Team Optimistic is out here. We are definitely putting it in. He's showing love to IC in the building. You know what time it is. Randy. J-Dog gonna be thinking about that, Randy. Showing him some game out there. My brother Lambo got me started, man. I hope I did, brother. I hope I put you on the right path, man, and let you just do what you always been doing. You always been doing that. So I want to make sure that I get you on the right path and everything, man. Larry said he tried, man. You already know, man. Look, Duke stood up, got knocked out. Boom. I mean, he thought he was Mac Daddy out there. That's the bell they heard when Duke got knocked out. It was a 10 count TKO. My baby showing love to IC. A lot of that law school and film school was paid for by early endeavors. That was you, man. Listen, man. Hey. Lambo, we got more work to do too, Larry. Man, so proud of him, man. But I don't even want to go there, man, because he put things, man, on his back, man. When stuff got, sometimes, man, you got to call it what it is. When stuff got grimy and stuff got real nasty and gully in life, you had to make some decisions. You got to man up or either man down. It's one or the other. There ain't no other thing where you getting ready to go ahead and sit there and let life punch the crap out of you and you just take it. You got to go ahead and you got to swing back. You jab back. That's how life is. Life jabs you, you jab back at life. Some of y'all got to work on your jab. Get in the gym. Told you, man, life ain't going to get no easier. You get stronger in life. So you're going to have to bring it. You're going to have to bring it to the table. All right? So shout out to Larry, man. That's what it was, man. Yes, congratulations to the girls. You know, my wife and everything, man, is definitely going to show love and everything, man. I gotta show love to my wife, man. I really do. I gotta show love to my wife. I gotta show love and everything, man. If you ain't got this 50-piece yet, but it's coming. You ain't got this 50-piece yet, but it's coming. You hear me? J-Dog and everything, man. Take care of business, man. Talk about being grateful, brother. We thank you for you being grateful. You know what time it is and stuff like that, man. Thank you, sis, man. Larry showing love to my wonderful wife. You already know. My wife showing love and everything to TR and everything, man. So welcome, bro, man. So welcome. Telling everything, man, don't duck daddy. Don't duck daddy. Listen, I really want to get into this. I really want to thank y'all, man, but I got to get into this tonight because you already know me, man. I ain't trying to get knocked out like Duke or how J-Dog get knocked out, man, sometimes, man, when he don't got no sticks in the middle of that ring. I know how that can be. Shout out to you, J50. Don't hurt him. Listen, I'm going to say this to you what I know, right? I've been so thankful, man, today. Literally, like, I get a chance to talk with people. people know and everything, man. One of my last conversations of the people who we were talking to today, one of the gentlemen who was on there, he's a great businessman. Shout out to you, Dan. I be showing out people government. Y'all don't even be knowing who they is. So y'all all right, Leverage Show. Y'all all right. We're on there talking. I'm telling you right now. And while we're on there talking, towards the end of the conversation, I talked to a gentleman on a conference call for maybe 2 hours. We get to the very end of the conference call. By this time, we got other investors who are on the call together. Investors are on the call. Some good friends, partners as well. And the gentleman who we are doing business with, literally, we're on the call, we're doing business. The call was centered for that gentleman. Shout out to my guy Braxton, man. My guy Brax, brother. I love that man. Brother Brax gets the call, get my guy Dan. Shout out to everybody, man, who was involved in it. Tim was out there. My guy Tim Roberts. T. Mosley was there. My guy Matt popped on for a little bit. Gave stuff. And I got people, it's amazing, man, when Lambo calls people or people that gets on the call, man, because people get back, man. I love y'all so much for that. Like, y'all don't know what that means for me. Hey, PC, I got to show you some love on here, sis. UNT, show you some love, baby. Good to see you out here tonight. This is a true story. I sit back and I say to myself, how in the world did we get here? To some people who are doing business, great business, but people who have problems looking for answers. I tell y'all all the time on this Leverage Show, you are an answer looking for a problem, not a problem looking for an answer. You are paid and compensated. I told y'all when the people told me years ago when I was on the bus, driving a bus for $12 and $13 an hour, get to the end of my life as happy and content as I would be. Solving credit problems, dipping into financial problems, these people making hundreds of thousands and even multi-millions in what they're doing, and I'm helping them along the way. And they said they were compensated by the value that was in them to solve a problem. I tell you all the time, doctors solve medical problems, dentists solve teeth problems, lawyers solve legal problems. What problem are you solving? You're compensated. Lambo was compensated because I turned around almost 20 years and solved a transportation problem. There were people and everything that needed to get transported from here to there to destinations. So Lambo was a bus driver, as well as instructor and all these other great things that I did the transit company. The problems that you solve gives you the value to your life that people are willing to sit down here and pay for. Straight up. One of the biggest things that I said, and I'm going to tell you this right now. This is the truth. Somebody needs to hear this. You can change the problems that you solve by the information you come exposed to. This is a true story. I got a good partner in Columbus, Ohio, named T-Dog. We're going to call him T-Dog. He is, and you guys know T. If you guys know T, you guys know T. He literally solves problems by doing fireplaces. He's killing the game. It's a brother now, killing it. He solves fireplace problems. And he goes out there and he says, yeah, Lambo, man, I go into these places and man, we're out here solving problems. And I'm looking at the stuff, and sometimes it's just a shell. Sometimes I got to build something. Sometimes I got to redo it. And boom, I get in, I do my work. And I'm telling you, I'm going on about my business. Amazingly, his wife began to help them out to do some things on a business structure side. Problems being solved. Great with talent to be able to do and solve fireplace problems, which in turn he seen and was introduced to other information that they started doing rehabs as well. I'm telling you what I know. I was actually shocked. I was seeing how things were going great, seeing how stuff was happening, seeing how stuff was moving forward. One of the biggest things that he in his life seen, hey, I walk into a house, walk into a building, I walk into a place, and this is happening. I literally said to myself, I cannot even believe that he would be walking into a place, things would be happening as he's taking care of business, and the idea comes to his brain, the same people who are solving other problems. One person's putting up sheetrock, the other one is painting, the other one is installing new equipment and all of this other stuff. He started thinking, hey man, what if I get a team together and we're all solve problems and we can actually start doing some of these same projects that I'm just scheduled to go in and do by myself. Shout out to you being able to pay attention to what's around you, and the information brings out collaborations and networks that allow you to become blessed. What problems are you solving out here? What are you paying attention? The one thing I learned when I was listening to him, he said, yeah, man, I started doing this. I said, oh man, my brother T is killing it. Solving one problem by doing his own gift, but paid attention what everyone else was doing and started saying, hey, yeah, I'll hire you. Let's go do some other things. And we got to talking about it. And I said, man, that's pretty amazing that literally you're doing what you do best and other people have their other gifts of what they do best. And now all of a sudden you guys can solve collective problems for what you guys do. One of the things that literally intrigued me about my brother T, I thought the world of T. I said we went down to New Orleans together and went to games together and stuff like that to New Orleans and kicked it and have a great time. And that's my guy. Now, one thing I know about T, T's a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. The only time in history, because you know I'm a diehard Saints fan, that I ever had to go to him and actually say, hey man, my uncle passed away. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. I could burn this hat right now, but I got to come out and literally wear something that symbolizes him for his funeral. He literally told me to come over to his house. I got you. I got you. And I remember and everything when I went to his house, he said, I got you. I laughed. But I was so thankful of a man when I got a chance to hear T's story, because you guys got to remember, let me back something up. All stories don't start the same, neither do all stories end the same. That's a bar out there. Your story may start off rough. It doesn't mean it has to end up rough. I listened to some of the amazing things that T went with in his early childhood career that literally most people or most kids his age shouldn't have never went through. And then one of the major things that I remember on the story, right, as he's telling me, and I'm not going to have to go into it, he says his mother walked out the room after they went and said what they said. The mother walked out the room, say, listen, I got this cup of coffee in my hand. By the time I get back with this coffee, by the time I get back with drinking this coffee, it's time to go on ahead, man, and we get ready to have some stuff. We getting ready to man up and woman up right here. She going to woman up on her end as a mother. You going to man up on your end as a man, and we going to get through this thing together. I'm telling you what I know. Listen to Lambo when I tell you this. When he said what he said, it was no other thing. She told him, dry your eyes, cry your eyes, let's go. And the homie went through it. I remember listening to his story. I said, T, this is a heck of a testimony, brother. I said, dude, you really went through that? He said, yeah, man. You know, I had to go through this. Go through some of the roughest times of my life. Sometimes people don't see challenges or rough times like that to the later years in life. He had experienced that out the gate. Manned up. Took it across the chin. Allowed everything that was happening to him to be used as fuel to make it through. And to see where he's at right now, I couldn't be more proud of him. I couldn't be more proud of what God has done in his life to show him, even as a young age, I still had a plan for you. Now, I'm going to say it like this. He would tell you all the time, back in the day, I was a wild boy. In his words. Even after God brought him through things, he was still a wild boy. But God allowed him to go through so God would get the glory out of his story when he continued to keep moving forward. What glory is God getting out of your story today? Are you asking God and everything, man, God, I need you to make a way? Or have you flipped the roles of reverse, put the responsibility on your shoulder and say, God, I'm going to become the way. You give me the strength. You give me the guidance. You give me the ability to lead, and I will become the way. A lot of times and everything, man, most of the time we're praying for God to make a way, God to make a way. And God said and everything, man, I want to know what you're going to do. How much of this are you going to put on your shoulder? How much of this are you going to put inside of your hands and begin to start moving? As the scripture says, faith without works is dead. You can have faith to believe in God. It's amazing. But faith does not stop there and just believing in God. Faith continues to work as you work it. Some of y'all need to begin to put pressure on faith by working this thing. I watched the same couple go through some of the greatest trials of their life. Literally where the enemy and everything, man, was saying, y'all story is done. For God to turn around and say, I'm not done with that story. I'm going to get the glory out of this story. I'm going to get the glory out of your journey. I'm going to get the glory because the things in your life is going to become a testament for many others' lives. What are you seeing through your eyes? What are you seeing through your journey? What are you seeing in your place right now that literally is screaming everything but the thing you wanted to see? What are you seeing through your eyes? What are you seeing through faith eyes? Sometimes in everything, man, you gotta close your eyes up. Like literally shut your eyes just like this. And start looking through the eyes and the lens of faith. Faith is going to tell you and literally guide you everything contradictory of what you're possibly seeing right now. What you're seeing right now probably are rough days and things that are happening against you and that is bringing pressure and things that are not literally look like it's coming to pass and it may take a long time. That's what your natural eyes are seeing. But your faith eyes, come on now, are seeing you in abundance, you in your promise, you in the thing that God told you that it was yours. That's what the eyes of faith are seeing. I go back. I love that story of my brother P&T. I go back to the story on the phone call when we're helping the gentleman, and all of the people who are on the call, they're coming to help Lambeau. They're great in their arenas. We've amassed a lot of money in our arenas, y'all. Let's just put it like that, so we can help solve a problem. And one of the gentlemen literally stops when something is said towards the end of the conversation. Last 10 minutes left. And in that conversation, one of the gentlemen says, yeah, Lambeau, man, I knew it. I knew exactly what Ahmed Hazel had meant to you, and so sorry to lose Ahmed. And I literally stated out of my mouth, I said, man, that was a shocking blow to lost our brother, Ahmed Hazel. The gentleman who we've been talking for 2 hours had been trained, befriended, and mentored earlier years by Ahmed Hazel. He had no idea Ahmed Hazel had passed away until the last 10 minutes of over 2 hours of being on that phone. Conference calls back and forth, not just joking and laughing and talking about sports and talking about he and ha and all of this stuff. Straight business. Getting down to business. Getting down to solutions. The people who are on this call, Tim Robbins and all the rest of them, they know they can tell you it was straight solutions. And when I said that literally did something to Lambeau, the gentleman had to stop Lambeau and say, hey, what did you just say? Because he was thinking that he said out of his mouth, yeah, man, Hazel, I know, man, Hazel, real. Oh, that's my guy, that is, that. And had to go back to rewind what we just said. And we said, yeah, well, he passed away. And he said, whoa, when was this? I know the family. I know him. He's been around in my life. He lives where I live at right now, or lived where I live at right now. The gentleman said to me literally out of his mouth, all of us over the phone, we had to reiterate, yes, he actually passed away in April, beginning of April. Totally shocker to everybody. The gentleman was blindsided by life. One of his great mentors and great friends to us, the Leverage Show, wonderful guests, one of the master in mortgage notes, he taught this gentleman the mortgage notes game, where this gentleman had did transactions in business in the mortgage notes game. Only to find out on a phone call that he was no longer here. After doing business and not understanding what around him has changed. Instantly, he started being reminded of all the times and all the memories and all the things that him and Ahmed and everything had did, and all the knowledge that literally you can tell was a shot to his heart, because he literally says, I have to reach out to his wife, Rochelle, just to let her know and everything, man, that my condolences and my regards are very high, because I physically know the family. I say that to say this today. I look at all of the accolades that man started to list about what he learned from the man. And I remember the story, just like our stories, who are long of us are here on the Leverage Show, where it didn't start out so good. if you remember Ahmed's story. And literally, as the journey kept going along, going against the grain, riding the eyes and looking through the eyes of faith, found his footing and made a way to become that way for many more others to follow behind him. How are you becoming a way today? Your circumstance, your situation, right now where you're currently at. Are you becoming the bridge that allows others to be able to cross that bridge so that you can become successful in the things that you need to do in life because God has given you an assignment? How do you become that thing that seems to be eating up at you? I'm going to give you something tonight because someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to hear this that's coming out of my mouth. Look around you. Find out exactly who's around you, what value are they holding. If you don't see any value around your circumstance or around your environment, you are in the wrong place or the wrong room. Period. You need to find yourself into a place that you can get into the right room where God is leading you and begin to evaluate the room. Evaluate the room. As my wife would call it, read the room. Find out who's in the room and the value that they possess and what they are definitely good at that can possibly help leverage you in a system that allows for you to win. Again, one of the biggest things that I know for a fact, that quitters never win and winners never quit. So in this journey, in this story, for me to quit, that's an illusion. That is beyond my wildest imagination. Because in my life and in your life, if God has given you another breath of life, you continuously to keep fighting because there is definitely a victory on the other side of your journey today. I hope that blessed you. I hope that really did something for you, that just really continuously got you right. There we go. We're listening, just got home. Shout out to you, PC. I hope that really inspired you. I hope it fired something up at you. I hope it really did something for you tonight by literally listening. There go this is my guy right here, T, right here. What up, Drew? I see you, Doc. Doc, I talked about you a little bit tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Didn't know you was going to be like that, but shout out to you. Thanks for the shout out, brother. Keep doing what God has called you to do. Keep doing what God has called you to do, mighty man. There's greatness all through you and P and everything that you guys are doing because God has called you great. He even came back and said business is great. PC said he's a 2-time cancer survivor. Not once, but twice. This man been out there on that boxing match fighting at a young age and still fighting right now. Survivor. I mean, even fought it and beat it. God has been good. Yes, he has. And still is. He's on the throne and he don't get off the throne. You better say yes, Ingrid. You better say that again. You better say that again. Shout out to you, love. Hello. My baby says P and T. Hey, Roro, you know what time it is. with the 3 dots. You know it got to come there. That's my guy with the 3. Amen. Yes, sometimes you have to go through the hardest times to see that God is carrying you. Say that again, sis. Hey, my role. Let me correct my statement. He's a 2-time cancer victory overcomer. Not just a survivor. He's an overcomer. It's a different story, man. My wife's already clapping and definitely showing love. You better show love for that. You better give some love for that. Ingram is already saying amen. I'm so proud of y'all. Definitely, T, I didn't expect you and P to be on here. But I love it. I'm so proud of y'all that you guys did not give up. You guys became the way rather than trying to look for a way. There's a lot of people, man, looking for a way out, looking for a way out, looking for a way out, praying for a way out. When are you going to become the way? When are you getting ready to go ahead and say, okay, God, you've equipped me with everything that I have. You've equipped me with the right people, the right places, the right tables, the right rooms, the right networks, the right resources. Why don't I use them? Why don't I start looking there? Why don't I evaluate the room and begin to look there? Sometimes in everything, man, it's not looking across the neighbor's way and looking at their yard because you see the grass is greener on the other side, or you think the grass is green on the other side. Sometimes you got to pull your sleeves back and water and fix your own grass and water your own lawn and go get it green. You mess around and have golf course grass out there. But you out there looking at everybody else. Their fence look better than mine. Their house look better than mine. Their lifestyle looks better than mine. Pull your sleeves up and get to work. God has given you the ability to work. You guys know that? Trying to tell y'all. It's a story and everything, man, too, about the talents. This is a talent. Shout out to Ken Haney. Shows you that. It's a talent. The story of the talent and everything, man. The ruler turned around and gave 3 men. Gave them some talents. Gave them some money. That's what he gave them. I need you to go and flip this and go make me some money and bring it back. First 2 men came back, turned around, flipped it. One, he said, oh, man, you a big flipper. You get 10 cities. I'm giving you 10. 10 more. Go ahead. That's for you. The other one flipped his. He's like, man, you did good too. Not as good as him, but boy, I'm proud of you. Turned around and gave him 5 cities. You get this. I gave you the 1 talent, you flipped it. The other man took the 1 single talent and put it in a napkin. And he buried it. Scripture said he hid it, believe it or not. The ruler said and everything, man, I told you to go ahead and flip this. You can't even flip this? He said, I knew you wasn't a steward man. In other words, I knew you was a distinguished man. I knew you was a man of authority, man of stature. I did not want to disappoint you, so I wrapped it up in a napkin and I hid it here. I put it right here. Don't worry about it. Let me give it back to you. Let me give you the same thing you give to me. Let me give it back to you. Here you go. He did not flip it. The ruler looked at him and said, you evil, wicked man, depart from me. And he turned around and took his talent and gave his talent to the other men and said, y'all need to go flip this. What are you sitting on in this season? Talent and everything was that, but what talents are you sitting on? What gifts, what value are you sitting on? What doors, what resources that you have right to your phone? You say, Lambo, I can go to my phone, send a message, send a DM, connect with some people, network with some people. I got some things I need to do. But in this season, because of my ability to not want to reach out or not step out of my comfort zone or not do anything different, I'm going to sit on my talent. I'm going to sit on my talent. And I'm just going to let life just do itself. and run all craziness through my life because I haven't taken control of my life and became the way that God already has given me my talents and gifts and values that I need to be out here doing work. Become the way. Why are you still praying for a way? Are you still believing that something different is getting ready to happen out of your lifestyle that you definitely have full control over? Become the way. Become that's bigger than what you can only imagine. The only thing that's stopping you getting to your next level is you yourself. I don't care how many people deny you, how many people mock you, how many people you think that they got the position before you or they got that before you, or they're doing all of this big stuff. Forget all of that. Become the way. It's on you. Stop making all these excuses and put the ball back into your court, because God has something that is definitely a miracle and a blessing waiting on you, just on the other side of your yes. All right? Hope that bless you. We are so proud of you, Ro. You both are inspirations, man. We are proud of UNT. We thank you guys because y'all are inspiration to both of us. We love you guys, man. I thank everybody tonight for showing up. I think everybody's going to catch the replay, catch the repost, and all of that other good stuff. I thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, Lambo Drew TMT. Let this definitely bless you. Share this with somebody. Get this information out because somebody out here needs to know that great things are coming if only they become the way and stop looking for a way. All right? I love you guys, man. Again, next Tuesday night, you guys do not want to miss this. Marcella Silva returns back to the Leverage Show for the land banking. Those and everything who are looking at investment ideas of how to go ahead and flip some money and allow you to have passive income. Marcella Silva will be back here on the Leverage Show Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, man. 6/3. That's June the 3rd. That's next Tuesday night. That's mother-in-law birthday, by the way. Shout out to mother-in-law. You guys don't want to miss that. It's going to be a great night. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. PST. We'll be right here rocking right back on the Leverage Show. Till then, everybody have an amazing, great weekend. Get out there, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the weather, enjoy yourself. Pour it back into yourself because great things are happening your way because this is your season, my friend. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday night.